Alright, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to have the BugFarmer Christmas extravaganza. Not really. But what we are going to do is we're going to wrap up the season, and in doing that I want to first thank a lot of the people that helped me get to where I am today. So first and foremost, I want to thank you for subscribing and watching my videos every week. It's a lot of work to film these videos, edit these videos, prepare these videos, and push them out. And it's very nice and much appreciated to have you tuning in on a weekly basis to watch my videos. So thank you very much. And to those of you who give me the thumbs up, comment, and most of all share my videos, a big thumbs up, because that helps to build the channel and get my content out in front of more people. The shares really help, so by all means, if you can, share me with your friends. Just copy the link, message, Facebook, all that stuff. I don't have Facebook, but if you do, you're welcome to put the links out there and share the BugFarmer. It is much appreciated. So, a year ago, well, I don't want to say a year ago, but the beginning of this season, I started with 50 subscribers. Last year, or the end of last season, we got up to 50 subscribers. We had our 50 subscriber celebration, and then we started this season. And in the last 8-9 months, we have managed to get almost to 1,000 subscribers. And let me tell you that that's not an accident. A lot of it happened because of you. Yes, I make the videos, I edit them, I put them out there, but you watch them, and some of you have even pushed me on your channel. You've pushed the BugFarmer channel on your channel and given me shout outs, and I appreciate it. So I want to take a moment to thank the Canadian Scrapper and Miss Southern Belle. You ladies started pushing this channel back when there was really nothing to push. I was still learning how to edit, still learning how to record videos, but you tuned in and you sent a lot of people to the channel, so I want to thank you for doing that, and thank you for still visiting the channel and leaving comments. It's much appreciated. I also want to thank Brian from Backyard Bees, North Carolina. Now, you gave me the first big shout out, and it's much appreciated. I know you don't make videos anymore, and maybe I'll buy some of your queens and use them in the apiary this next year, but I want to thank you for the first big shout out. I didn't even know you at the time, didn't expect it, and it came out of nowhere. So thank you very, very much for giving me that shout out. It really helped boost the channel and brought some subscribers my way. Next, I want to give a shout out to Mike Berry. Now let me tell you, I'm going to tell you a quick story, and I know we don't have a lot of time today, and I appreciate you sticking with me. But I woke up one Saturday morning out of nowhere, and my channel had exploded. All kinds of views, all kinds of comments, a whole bunch of new subscribers, and I didn't know what was going on. And then I started reading the comments, and Mike sent me, Barry sent me, Mike Berry sent me, Barry's Bees sent me. It's like, you got to be kidding me. So I went over there and looked, and there he was. He had sent me a bunch of subscribers. He put a shout out at the very beginning of what I would say is one of his biggest videos, if not the biggest video of his season. So with that, I want to thank you, Mike. You really brought a lot of traffic to the site, and you exposed me to people who didn't know that I was out there. So thank you very, very much for that. I appreciate you and all the people that you sent here, and all of those that came here because of that video and have stayed. Thank you very, very much. Now I want to thank some creative people. So let's back up again to Miss Southern Belle. She created a video on her channel where she actually sang a song about the BugFarmer. I appreciate it. It was wonderful to see that. My family and everybody got a kick out of it. So thank you very, very much. I also want to thank Allan Dronsfield. I hope I pronounced your last name right. He is a poet, and he's a good poet, and he does a whole production. Every week he puts out 1 or 2 poems, and he actually wrote a poem called The Bee Man for this channel. I will leave the link to all of these down in the description below if you'd like to go check them out. But he wrote a poem for the Bee Man. It was fantastic. I enjoyed it. The wife enjoyed it. We shared it with some people, and now I want to share it with a lot of other people. So if you like poetry, make sure to check out his channel. It's a great place to start your weekends. I start there every Saturday or Sunday morning with my cup of coffee and some poetry. It's a neat channel. I also want to thank the prepping community, the Massachusetts Prepper. I could never say that my entire life. Mass Prepper. I want to thank you for stopping by the channel. I want to thank Lady Bullion and Hubby Bee. We've kind of had a synergy, and I appreciate that. I get to, I guess, advertise on your channel. I put out some of the prizes up for your giveaways every Sunday on your giveaway, and in turn, you expose me to the people in your community, and I've met a lot of nice people in your community. ECP, what is it? Oh gosh, ECP, East Coast Prospecting. Great guy I met on your channel. He has a channel and he actually does bees as well, so you might want to check him out. But thank you, Lady Bullion and Hubby Bee. I do appreciate it. Another gentleman that I met on the Lady Bullion channel is Coin World UK. Now, let me just tell you, this gentleman's in England. He has a fun channel. They collect coins, does a little bit of prepping, but I sent him some honey to England, and he took it around and took pictures of it in front of some English landmarks. So some BugFarmer honey has been in the UK, and it went to Stonehenge, some famous buildings, a pub with a well in the bottom of it, and I'll show those pictures as we're talking about it. But very, very neat to see the BugFarmer honey moving around in England. That's great. I hope you let some of your fellow English people have it in their tea and give it a shot. I'm sure they enjoyed it. I also, speaking of sending honey worldwide, I sent some honey to Thailand. Now, the young lady that was supposed to receive it, I don't have her name right now, but I'll leave a picture of her here and a link down below. I sent her 4 jars of honey to Thailand, and she never got it. It got stuck in customs over there. It was a big mess. Cost me $180 to actually, I guess, send 4 jars of honey to some customs agents in Thailand because they wanted me to pay another $180 to get it back to me. I wasn't going to do that. She didn't want to go pick it up from customs because it was a big hassle. So I guess the customs people got some BugFarmer honey. I hope you enjoyed it. If you scanned the little barcode on the side and ended up at my channel, hope you enjoyed the honey. And if you did, do me a favor, leave me a comment below and let me know what you thought. But we did send some honey to Thailand. What else? I also want to thank Mark Clapsaddle. He is an artist out of Ohio who is responsible for drawing my logos, the background theme on my YouTube page. He's done a great job, and he has provided me with a bee for every season. He did a wonderful job for me, but thank you, Mark Clapsaddle. It is wonderful that you've created such a great logo for me, and the labels for my jars. Thank you very, very much. You did a great job. I appreciate it. I also want to thank the Stingometer. Now, we're going to meet him a little bit later, but Chuck Fresh is the voice of the Stingometer, and he does a great job with voiceover work. He's got a link down below. chuckfresh.com, I believe, is the name of his page, and he also has a YouTube channel, and we'll leave that linked below. But thank you to Chuck Fresh for being my mic foe. He is the voice of the Stingometer. He does impressions, and he does a mic row for me, and I call it Mike Foe. So there you go. Thank you to Chuck Fresh. I also, here we go again. Now, I'm sorry this is taking up a little bit of time, but I've got to make sure that I thank everybody who's helped us this year, and let you know who these people are, so maybe they can help you. But I want to thank some people who provided me with inspiration for the channel and keep me going when I think that it is getting hard and I'm not getting users fast enough, and I'm not getting enough content out there, or I don't get as many likes as I think. You know what? There's some fellows who have gone before me and have done this, and I am going to continue moving forward. So I want to thank Jim at Vino Farm, big inspiration. Actually, he's probably the guy that's most responsible for getting me into bees, and certainly one of the folks who got me into doing a YouTube channel. So thank you to Jim at Vino Farms, much appreciated. I want to thank Frederick Dunn. Your knowledge that you bring to the table and your videos have been very, very helpful. Whenever I get stuck, I'll go searching through your content because I know that Frederick Dunn has put a video out that will help me solve whatever problem I'm having, and you always do. So thank you very, very much. I also want to thank Mike Berry again. Great channel. I learn a lot. I understand you don't teach us. You're just showing us what you do in your bee season. That's kind of what I'm doing as well. I can respect that. I am nowhere near good enough to be a teacher at this point, nor do I think I will ever be. But I will let you, the viewers, share in my experiences as I fumble my way through it. But Mike, I want to thank you for letting us watch your experiences out there. Also, a gentleman who I love his videos. He hasn't put a video out in a long time. I've tagged him on Instagram trying to get him to put a video out. He won't, but he's still got his channel out there. So Devin Ron, great videos. I learned a lot. I'll go back and watch your videos. I hope you're still monetized and getting money from this, because I'm probably sending some cash your way by all the visits I make to your page. So Devin, thank you for what you've done out there and putting those videos out for all of us. David Burns. I recently found a gentleman named David Burns, and he is a wealth of information. If you haven't found him, again, these links are going to be down below. I will put a link to his channel. You can go watch David Burns. He's got a lot of information. He's a good channel to watch if you're watching it on your TV. Like I watch most of these channels on my TV, so some of you, I don't give you a lot of comments because I am watching you on the TV. But David Burns has a great channel that you can watch while you're having your coffee. I usually watch it right after I'm done watching Dronsfield's poetry. I'll jump over and watch Ken Burns if he's got a new video out. It's very relaxing and motivational, as well as informative about bees. And then Jeff, Jeff, you and Barry did a video. I can't pronounce your last name. It's as bad as my last name, and my last name is not Farmer. But I want to say that, Jeff, you know who you are. You had a giant harvest. Barry was there. He gave me a shout out when he went there. Horchoff. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce your last name, but thank you for having such a great channel. One of these days I'm going to be able to get out there and catch swarms like you do, and the Dirt Rooster. That would be fun. I've watched a lot of both of your channels and both of your videos for years, and have enjoyed all of them. So thank you to you. Now that I've got the thank yous out of the way, and some of you, I may have missed you, I'm sorry. Wild Ones Homestead, I like your channel. There's just a lot of channels. I have like maybe 30 channels that I go through religiously every week. Schick Happens is one of them. It's a great Ohio country vlog. If you're not familiar with Schick, and Schick Happens in the Schickster, check out his page. The link is below. Great channel. But now I want to talk about some of the things that we've done this year. We have battled ants together. We have battled hive beetles together. We have battled robbing situations together. We've battled hive beetles together again and ants together again. So we've done a lot. We've had a lot of neat stuff happen out in the apiary. A lot of stuff I wasn't really prepared for, but I kind of found my way through it, as I always do, and I've done that again with the help of a lot of the people who I just previously mentioned. A lot of good information out there, but we've managed to get through those things, and it was a lot of fun. Some of the things that we've accomplished this year, for the first time, I set up my first resource hives. I set up my first swarm traps. I caught my first swarm. We had a boomerang swarm. It kind of left and then came back, and I didn't really have to do anything. It found the little blue nuke and moved right in. So that was a lot of fun. And speaking of swarms, this was a year for swarms. I had so many swarms, and they were early in the season. I believe my first swarm was the middle of February. And a lot of that, I think, has to do with the fact that I had heated hives and my bees had a lot of brood. They just never quit making brood. So I had packed hives when I came out of the spring. And the minute there were resources out there are starting to show up, the bees said, hey, we're going to get out of here. So this spring coming up, I'm going to make sure that I get my medium supers stacked on the hives earlier than I did this last spring, because every one of my hives swarmed. And again, they started swarming in February, and a lot of great bees flew away. You know, we still have a lot of hives. I started the season with 4. I now have 10. And I have a second site up the street. A buddy has let me keep some hives on his property, so things are ramping up here. But yeah, it's been a great season of firsts, and I did learn a lot. We also have come out with some one board build videos, and I hope to do some more of those this next season, probably over the winter when I have nothing to do. But we did build a hive stand. We did build a screened bottom board, and we could also build a solid bottom board. And I think there's a lot of other beekeeping equipment that we can build with one board, so we will go through that probably this winter, while I'm also going to be building a chicken coop for the spring, but that's something that we'll talk about that later. I also want to talk about some of the innovation that we've done on the channel, and I hope that it's helped some of you out there. We have built beehive heaters, and now some of you have built beehive heaters. Specifically, James McNally, I believe is your name, up in Alberta, Canada. We've got BugFarmer heated beehives in Alberta, Canada. He built 4 of them, and those girls are weathering the storm, the cold weather, -6 I believe is what I was told, up there in Alberta, Canada. I will leave a link to his channel below. He has just started creating videos. You can actually see that I was going to put the videos that he sent me of the BugFarmer hives in Alberta, Canada, on this video and show them on my channel. But let me tell you, it looks like he's starting a channel. He's got a few subscribers, and he has started posting other videos. So if you want to see the BugFarmer hives in Alberta, Canada, look down below for James McNally, I believe his name is. If I'm mispronouncing it, I'm sorry. But he's starting a channel, and go visit him. Give him a hand up. Subscribe to his channel. You can see somebody else learn the hobby. If that's something that you're going to do, you can see what you're going to be going through as you learn to keep bees. Some other innovation. What else did we have here? We had the hive pillows that we just finished up. I guess that was innovative. I hadn't seen those before, but we made some hive pillows. We have a couple more things that I can't share with you quite yet, but I will share them with you maybe this spring or early summer. But some more innovative things that can help the beekeeping community, and that's what I try to do. I just try to keep moving the ball forward. So there's some new things that are going to be coming out this spring. I hope you can wait for them. I'll show you as soon as I can, I promise. What else? The hidden compartment beehive, a storage chest for the bee yard. That was our top secret hive project that we had for the 10-frame hive. I had it sitting in the shop for a while when I was finishing up my winter builds last year, and we got to do that and see what that looks like out in the bee yard. But I tell you what, when I built it, I thought it would be something cool for the channel. I knew that it was going to be useful, but I didn't know how useful. It is so nice to have all of my tools ready to go in hand. I wish I could fit some medium supers in there and some frames. It's just not that big, but it's a great place to keep my tools, and I don't have to carry all of that stuff down to the bee yard whenever I need it. It's right there inside my top secret, the Black Hive. And if you want to build your own, you'll see the link down below. I'll leave that in the description as well. But you could build yourself your very own top secret Black Hive storage compartment for your bee yard. I tell you, it helps a lot. What else? We've talked about the BugFarmer around the world. Oh, you know what I want to do? I want to give a shout out to a couple other people that are building their channels up. So we already talked about James McNally. Okay, he's building his channel. Blanchard Bees. Now this gentleman, he's building his channel. He's learning bees. I think this is his end of his first season. So he'll go into next year in the same place where I was this year. He's doing a great job. You might want to stop by, check out Blanchard Bees. I'll leave the link down below. But he's got some creative solutions. I believe he did a, what was it, a solar still? The cork that I use in my smoker. You know, to snuff out my smoker. I got that idea from him, from William Blanchard. So check out Blanchard Bees. I think he will appreciate it. Getting some views, that would be good. And what else do I have here? Let's see here. Some shout outs. Forgive me, I've got a list of the shout outs because I didn't want to miss anybody's name here. They're taped to my camera up here. We have the James McNally. He's only got 4 subscribers right now. Let's bump that up for him. Rickey Roark. I will leave the link below. He made a comment on my channel. It looks like he's a first-year beekeeper as well, and he's starting to try to build his channel. I believe he has bees and chickens are something that I guess a lot of beekeepers are into. I'm getting into them next year. I know that Castle Hives in Ohio, my brother from another mother, because I'm originally from Ohio, I know that he has chickens as well, and I think he said he's going to get quails this year. I don't know what you do with quails. I guess you eat their little eggs or or eat the quails themselves. I don't know. I'm not going to have quails, but I am going to try to get chickens out there this year. Let's see here. Schick Happens, we already talked about him. He's got a great Ohio country life blog or vlog, and he's got an alter ego named the Schickster. A lot of fun to watch his videos. ECP, the East Coast Prospecting, he does bees, coin collecting, and prospecting. He has been a big help to the channel, so do me a favor, go visit him. And then we have, let's see here, we already talked about Castle Hives. I think that's it. Besides the honey that we've shipped all over the country, we have some in Massachusetts, we have some in Ohio, we have some in North Carolina, we have some in Alabama, we have some in Florida, we have some, I believe, in South Carolina, we have some in Mississippi. I've sent honey everywhere. So to those of you who have had it, Iowa, enjoy the honey. It's a little taste of Georgia. Now, with all of that said, I'm not going to wrap up yet, so don't go away. I know this has been a long video, but I want to wrap up the leaderboard. These hives have competed all year long to see who could sting the BugFarmer the most, and we have a winner. So with that, I'm going to toss you off to the Stingometer. You have a Merry Christmas, and I'll see you next year, but stick around. The Stingometer is going to give you the rundown on the final season tallies. Then we have a little surprise at the end. I'll see you next year. Thanks for watching. Be happy.
Hey, you may recognize me as the Stingometer. The 2020 bee season has wrapped up, and it's been a lot of fun for the bees and the BugFarmer. As the BugFarmer worked to learn his craft, the bees have been racing to the top of the leaderboard. Early on, the red hive lit up the BugFarmer and put some stings on the board. Not to be outdone, the other hives quickly picked up the pace in an effort to dethrone the red hive and get their marks on the board. It didn't take long for the hives to challenge the dominance of the red hive. Even the new and young hives got in on the action and took aim at the BugFarmer whenever he made a mistake. As the season continued, it seemed the red hive would hold its lead and claim victory at the end of the season. But nothing could hold back this season's winner and queen of the stings, the green hive. In one defensive assault, the green queen took advantage of the BugFarmer's mistake of not smoking the hive and dispatched her guards to light up the BugFarmer with a 23 sting addition to the leaderboard. A lead which, despite the best effort of the other hives, carried the green hive to a record 2020 victory and a seasonal score of 32 stings. So let's take a look at what a winning season looks like for the green hive. And thank you for a great season. Merry Christmas.
On now. Ouch! Oh, there it is. Ouch! Another one just lit. Son of a gun! Son of a thump! Ow! Son of a gun!